Hello Taurus, Elsie here with a reading for the week ahead, my friends. How are you, my bull gang? Thanks so much for clicking here. I appreciate you. Look, we're looking at a couple of oracle decks this week, and we're going to throw tarot at it. We're going to find out what's coming up in the week ahead for you. Now, in the week ahead, Taurus, there is going to be a full moon, and it's going to be at the end of the week. Depending where you are in the world, it'll be on the 15th or the 16th. And what does this mean? Well, it's the full moon in Taurus, right? Full moons are always about letting things go, right? And it is going to be in that position and sort of amplified. My friend Jimmy at the tarot ship has taught me that it's the word exalted. This moon is going to be exalted in Taurus, which means it's very comfortable there. Exaltation in a planet is when it's in its place of awareness. So this is going to be promoting things like emotional stability and nurturing and sensitivity and your intuition and harmony. You might even have enhanced imagination around this time. It is mostly going to affect the mutable signs, and that is Gemini, Virgo, Sagittarius, Pisces, and of course you, Taurus. All right, let's find out what's going on here, Taurus. So we have regret, illuminate, and calm. Very interesting. Let's push these about here. Taurus, I hope you're well. If you're brand new here and you've never been here before, welcome. There is a subscription button in that bottom right-hand corner. We have quite a large Taurus tribe here. And so if you're interested in joining us, would love to have you. Thanks for being in the comments, and your thumbs up really do matter. All right. Tell me what else is going on with Taurus, please. Okay, so we've got this card of regret is bringing up a past life connection. It says someone with a heavy influence from the past life is with you. I feel like the regret about this is that probably somebody is not with someone who they feel is their person, their past life connection. That you have a very, very strong connection to somebody here, and I feel like you have a regret that you are not with them. Past life connection says somebody with a heavy influence, right? So it feels like you want to be with them, and possibly there are regrets that you are not with them at this time. We do have illuminate, and we have retreat. So time spent alone, reflection on past currents and situations. Illumination, right? Illuminate means that something is being brought to light here. So I feel like as you are being illuminated in the week ahead, Taurus, I feel like you might retreat, might want to, pull it in sort of and have some time alone, I feel. We've got calm at the end of the week. Tell me about this. We have communicate, receive and express the truth. So I feel like this week ahead for you, Taurus, is going to promote calm communication, whether you're receiving or expressing your energy to someone else. That I feel like a truth is going to come out next week. And I feel like it's because of something to do with this illumination. We'll talk about this past life connection, find out what else is going on here. Let's move things over just a tiniest bit. Make some room to put these down here. We've got receive on the bottom of the deck. So there is something incoming. I feel like for some of you, it is this, you might be receiving downloads, right? This is this illumination, but it also might be a realization that that maybe it's time to just let go of the past life connection, the person that you feel like you're supposed to be with, the soulmate, whoever they are. If you've been having a hard time and they're not coming forward and you can't get to them, then maybe it's just time for you to let it go. I'm not saying let it go forever, but I'm saying just let it go for now. Bottom of the deck, we have expansion. It says pursue bigger and better endeavors. And so I always encourage people I'm reading for when I do private readings to never wait around, because how do you know that that there isn't something you have to learn in order to call that person in? You must keep going. You must keep expanding. You must keep receiving, Taurus, in order to be able to move forward here. You have to keep moving forward regardless of whether you can be with this person or not. Tell me more about Taurus for the week ahead, please. Taurus, whenever you find this reading, you know it's going to be for the week ahead, right? Whenever you find it. There is no dates or times here, so whenever you find it, whatever you find. Whatever you find. All right. Tell me about Taurus, please. We have the Ace of Swords, Taurus, past life connection. I do believe that you're you're going to get some sort of clarity. It feels like you're going to receive some type of a download from the universe here. And, you know, that I feel like you're, with the sword here, I feel like you're cutting something away. It does feel like you are leaving someone behind, cutting something away. You can no longer allow it to hold you back there. The Ace of Swords tells me you're having a realization. It's a triumphant moment of clarity. That maybe this isn't something you should be waiting for at this time. If it's supposed to be yours, it'll find you. There's no need to ever wait for someone or something. If it's supposed to be yours, it'll show up for you when it's time. And the time it's supposed to be may not be the time on your watch. Do you know what I mean? Tell me more about Taurus. We've got retreat and illuminate. So it says time spent alone, reflect on the past and current situations. It's almost as if you're doing this because there is a new door opening right after the full moons. There are new moons, and it feels like you are opening the door to something brand new. But it feels like you want to retreat first in order to get some sort of illumination, something coming to the surface. Maybe you're having aha moments, moments of clarity about, if I leave this behind, then I'm going to be able to move forward here. So the Fool, I feel, is playing some sort of a role in your midweek here, where in the midweek, and I'm not talking forever, but maybe just a couple of days or even maybe one day, where you decide, you know what, I'm just not going to go to that thing. I'm just going to stay home by myself, shut off all the electronics and be with myself, be with a journal, be with a book. It feels like you are, as you're getting closer to this full moon, it feels here that you are sort of wanting to get more emotional stability. Maybe you're feeling a little more about, you know, nurturing, maybe nurturing in your family, nurturing of the self, sensitivity in your intuition, right? That's illuminate. What else do we have for Taurus? We have the Six of Cups. So we have receive and express the truth in a calm way. It does feel like for some of you, you could be dealing with family at the end of the week. It could be family. You know, the Six of Cups is about people that you have history with, or that you have, you know, you've known them for a long time, right? You have history with them, or you have nostalgic times with them. And I feel like for some of you, you're going to be in this feeling. You're going to be in this calm sort of feeling of, yeah, I'm in the right place. I'm with the right people. I'm on the right path. And I feel that maybe for some of you, you may even reach out to these people that you know, or maybe they'll reach out to you. But it feels like it's going to be friends, family. It could be somebody that you have feelings for romantically, but that's not what I'm feeling here. I'm feeling that you might receive communication from, you know, somebody from way back there, a friend, or somebody that you used to work with, or something like that. It feels like you're supposed to be pursuing bigger and better endeavors. So it almost feels like a friend group or somebody from way back when. That's what it feels like here. That you might be getting communication, and I feel it will be calm communication. And we have this coffee cup here. Maybe you'll be going out for coffee, maybe to the park, maybe for a picnic, but it feels like you will be communicating with somebody here. Tell me about this Ace of Swords, please. Somebody is regretfully, I feel, releasing someone else. You've decided you cannot wait any longer, Taurus. You can't wait for it. And I feel like you're coming to that realization next week. And, you know, at the end of next week, we have the full moon. So I feel like you're ready to release something or cut someone away. It's a realization here. Yeah, the High Priestess is, and you know, your enlightenment will be enhanced, right? It's especially if you're a Taurus moon, or if you are one of the mutable signs. If you've got, if you are Taurus moon and you also have Gemini, Virgo, Sagittarius, or Pisces, or if you're a Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or Jupiter, and then have one of those mutable signs, I feel like I'm talking to you. We do have the High Priestess energy. This is Piscean energy. We've got the Four of Pentacles, and we have the Two of Pentacles. There it is, Taurus. Making a decision. It really does feel like, it feels like for some of you, not all of you, because not all of you are going to be at this place in your life where you're strong enough or ready to be able to cut away something from the past. But it feels like with this High Priestess energy here, that I feel like somebody here is shutting down or shutting off something from the past. It does feel like someone, look, you could be leaving a job. We've got Pentacles here, but it could be a friendship. It could be a love ship. But it feels like somebody's realized that, regretfully so, I need to stop. I need to stop thinking about it. I need to stop obsessing about it. I feel like your intuitive energy is really sharp right now in this week. Your intuitive energy is on high or really sharp. You're getting, you're receiving, right? Receiving clarifications from the universe. And it feels like with the 4 and the 2 of Pentacles, that's 6 Pentacles. I feel like you're moving forward because you have to find people who are going to give you reciprocal energy. So for those of you who are stuck in a place where you can't let go of the, if somebody did you wrong and you can't let them go, you can't let the thoughts go of hating on them, or even if you've decided that there is a past life connection here and you're sure that it was, it's time to let that go. And I feel like this person did what they had to do in your life for the time that you were with them. Now it's time to let them go. And so I feel like it's a decision that you're making with the 2 of Pentacles. I feel like you've been sort of back and forth about whether or not, it's been sort of tumultuous. It's been a hard, tumultuous cycle for you, Taurus, and I feel that you're finally, some of you, not all of you, but some of you are ready to let it go. I've got to shut it off, right? The 4 of Pentacles is miserly, shut off, shut down. I've got to keep it to myself. I've got to take care of me, and I've got to, maybe your intuitive energy is telling you that it's time to get out and be a little more social. Or maybe get into philanthropy, right? Maybe giving back to your community or something like that. 6 of Pentacles can be about that. I don't know what's going on here today, but I've got all sorts of issues. I'm throwing cards, my sound's going off. I don't know what's going on here. Tell me about the Fool, please, for Taurus. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about the Fool. We've got the Magician, the 10 of Pentacles, and the 8 of Wands. Taurus, I feel like this illuminate here, illuminate and retreat. It says time spent alone, reflection on the past and current situations. And I feel like this energy of the full moon, we usually feel this energy 3 days before, essentially 3 days after. Some of them linger a little longer, but I feel like you're going to be in this energy next week of sort of looking at the past, the present, and the future. I feel like it's time for you to make a decision and to take advantage of this moon to get emotionally stable, to really your intuition is here, and it's quite sensitive at this time. I feel like this Magician is telling me it's almost like as if it's a power up. It feels to me you're powering up to the 10 of Pentacles. You're really looking into the future and looking at what is going to be longevity for me. Which people are really on my side? Which members of my family? Which members of my friend group? This person that I'm dating, are they really into me? Or I feel like it's the Magician and the 10 of Pentacles is telling me that it's a time when you're noticing that you have that you actually are holding all the cards, that you never did have to wait for anyone else to make a decision, that you can make this decision on your own. I think for others of you as well, you might be thinking about financial things, the longevity of your financial things, maybe getting your money in order. We do have the 8 of Wands. I feel like it's almost like you're being pelted with energy from the universe because we have receive, right? I feel like you're being, this 8 of Wands is incoming to the 10 of Pentacles. So it almost feels like somebody might get news about money, or maybe a member of the family is about to connect with you. Maybe someone that you haven't spoken with in a while because the 6 of Cups is here. But the 10 of Pentacles can be family, it can be longevity, things that are going to be here for the long haul, for the rest of your life. And I feel like you're going to get energy from not only the moon, but maybe from friends, maybe from family here. And I feel like it's going to power you up. It's going to make you want to open a new chapter, clean things up, clean up what's in the background, and maybe move forward. Because I feel like maybe because Taurus, maybe you're a person who's really social, and the fact that you've retreated in order to get some sort of answer here might flag other people in your life like, hey, where's Taurus? Why isn't Taurus answering the phone? Why isn't Taurus texting me back? Like it might be that they notice that you are retreating, but I think you're retreating, Taurus, because it's time for a new chapter to open for you. And I think you're figuring out what it is that you no longer need. The full moons are all about releasing the things that you don't need. Tell me about the 6 of Cups at the end of the week for Taurus, please. Got communicate, receive, and express truth. I feel like, after you spend some time in the middle of the week, maybe, Tuesday, Wednesday, possibly Wednesday, Thursday, it feels like at the end of the week here that you are going to get some communication. And somebody might even ask you out for coffee. Do you want to come over to my place? It feels like it is somebody, though, that maybe you don't often connect with, and this person wants to connect with you. Tell me about the Six of Cups. We've got the Empress. We've got the Three of Pentacles in the reverse, and we've got the Four of Cups. So, Taurus, I feel like there is somebody here that is reconnecting to you, is what it feels like. It feels like there is somebody who's maybe in your network. It feels like someone maybe you used to work with, and maybe the reason that you two ended up parting ways or not really talking much is because they weren't putting a whole lot of effort into this connection, right? Whether it's a friendship connection, a family connection, we can get estranged from people in our lives really easy when life just happens, right? Life just happens. And so I feel like with the Three of Pentacles here, that somebody wants you to acknowledge them. They want to be seen. It feels like with the Four of Cups here that you've found this comfort zone. I want to say that you've found this comfort zone, and somebody's coming in to offer you. We've got a coffee cup here, right? And we've also got a coffee cup here. So it feels like you're going to be a little more social by the end of the week or over the weekend. That somebody might communicate with you and ask you to come out and maybe reconnect with them. Come back to the group, Taurus. Come back to the friend group. Come back to the community thing. We want to support you. So I feel like by the end of the week, Taurus, that you are feeling pretty good about yourself. You got this power up energy that's in the middle of the week, and I think that you need to take time out or take time away for yourself. And I feel it's really essential for this Empress energy here. It feels like you are solid. You're grounded, Taurus, feeling very creative. This is also something that the full moon is going to be helping you with, harmony with friendships and family members, and enhanced creativity, enhanced imagination. I feel like that kind of all fits with this Empress energy here. But I think you're going to share it. I think you're going to use that, the stability, and, she's wearing a crown, right? She's receiving, right? She's receiving information from the universe. I feel like people who you haven't really socialized with or connected with a whole lot are probably going to come back and say, hey, where you been? I'd kind of like to connect with you again. But I feel like you're in some sort of a comfort zone. I feel like the person or people, maybe it's more than one, that are going to connect with you are people that are family members. We've got 6 and 4 is 10. Or it could be people who you see as family. Could be that as well. Tell me what Taurus is. I feel like this retreat and illuminate is like what I want to clarify here. I want to ask about this and what sort of downloads you're receiving. Why are you opening a new door? Tell me what's going on with Taurus, please, in the week ahead. We've got Judgment. So there's some decision making that you have to do here. It feels like somebody here is trying to balance their life. Maybe, and I'm not saying that you're out of balance, Taurus, but, sometimes we just take stock of what's going on in our lives. Sometimes we go through the friends list. Sometimes we're on Instagram and I haven't heard from that person for a while. I feel like that's what you're doing. You're kind of weighing everything, weighing the scales, getting everything back in balance, right? Judgment here, this particular Judgment card has scales on it here. We have the 7 of Cups. Yeah, because I feel like, everybody has friends, and then we have acquaintances. And I feel like we all have like 3 or 4 really good friends. People we could call in the middle of the night if we needed help, right? And then the rest of them are all acquaintances. And so I feel like the 7 of Cups is telling me, I'm kind of really confused with all the options that I have. Maybe it's time to whittle down or cut down my options. And so I feel like you are making decisions because you don't want to take all of this 7 of Cups energy into this new chapter with you here. And when the full moons come, we let go. And then we open new doors, because when endings come, so do beginnings, right? So I think this is what's going on here. I think that the 5 of Swords is telling me that you're kind of looking into situations where, people that I just always seem to be at odds with, or people who I say, we meet on the street and we're like, oh, we should go for coffee, and it never happens. I feel like the 5 of Swords is telling me that you're sort of having a reckoning within yourself. You're like, what, that person didn't treat me very well. That's an acquaintance. This person never talks to me online. This person is an acquaintance. They're not necessarily a friend. So I think that you're making you're taking people in this Seven of Cups energy here. And although some of them that you'll keep with you, I think that you're putting them where they belong. Do you know what I mean? Like, not with talking to them, but I feel like you're organizing your thoughts, organizing your life, organizing your friends, your family. I feel like the Five of Swords is a part of the retreat is like, I really got to figure out what I want to do here. Who in my life are really the people who are on my side? I think this is all preparing you for some sort of expansion. Look at this. We have sacrifice. So giving up something now for a future reward. And so we have expansion, pursuing bigger and greater things. I feel like you're cutting the dead weight, Taurus. That's what it feels like. We've got the Queen of Swords on the bottom of the deck. That's what it is. You're being honest and truthful with yourself and with other people in your life. You're really deciding who is your soul tribe? Who are the ride or dies, right? Who are the ones that you know that you can call in the middle of the night if you need a hand, or if you're stranded? Or I feel like it's this soul tribe, the people who really love you, who celebrate your wins with you, who are there to hug you when you don't have wins. I feel like you're really coming to the truth of something here. You're really coming to the truth, Taurus, and some of those people, unfortunately, are going to be left on the outside looking in. Taurus, thank you so much for being here and watching. I do appreciate you. I'm going to go for now, but of course I'll be back, because I'm always back. Love you guys too much not to be. I'm out. Bye-bye.